Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome back to Life is Feudal Forest Village. Now if you notice, we're on the main screen because there's been a version update. Oh, go away. It's 1.1.6465. I looked into it before I started this recording, and apparently it adds a couple new gameplay features, or like gameplay things that you can make. Like apparently steel is in the game now. I have no idea how to make it, but I've just been reading that they've added steel, they've added actual paved roads. There's a couple graphical adjustments that they made to improve the textures of the graphics. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, see, there's an advanced tab now. So now you can adjust all this, and they separated graphics and advanced. So yeah, that'll be fine. Whoops, sorry about that. I totally forgot to turn this thing off up here, and let me go ahead and full screen this one more time because I decided to do that. And I have to continue to play in windowed mode because my monitor doesn't like it when the game's played in full screen, and I don't know why, but as long as it doesn't bother you guys, because sometimes this will pop up, so you'll see my Steam and whatnot, whatever I have open, but whatever. Let's just get into the game. So, and they also added a Fickleville. They also added new loading things to the game too. So like this is a different screenshot of the game loading. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like they actually added a loading game level bar. Unless that's been there and I'm just too lazy to look down. Alright, cool. We are back in the game. Yep, see right here, steel. We can now produce steel. I'm actually glad the game didn't break, so that's pretty cool. And steel tools too, so we can make better tools than our previous ones. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So back into the game. Let's see, is the game actually playing? No, it's paused right now. So now our goal is to continue to get our farms going and try to get them done before summertime. Right now it's 42 degrees in the middle of spring, but if we can get one of these farms going and get some flax going, then we can get our tailor going to make some clothing. That was an interesting noise. That was not me. Play. I almost temporarily forgot how to play this game. And oh yeah, we need a teenager. Devin, you'll work. You'll do. You still have your Christmas hat on. So let's go ahead over here and let's mine some of this. And then obviously I'll put a cut here and I'll be back once I'm done mining. Alright, it's all done. On to the next one. Holy crap, it got foggy. I literally only mined for like 1 or 2 minutes and it got super foggy. Wow. I guess let's mine the small one. And yeah, that might actually happen frequently because I only post one new... Actually, hang on. I have a guest approaching. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My dad came downstairs. Apparently, he's trying to change the oil in his truck, and apparently the oil filter is on so tight because it used to be... Actually, let me continue using Devin so I can do something and talk. Oh yeah, the game's still paused. Resume! That the oil filter was on so tight that he doesn't have the right tools to get it off. So he's taking it down to Jiffy Lube to get the oil filter off and get it replaced, and then buy a actual tool that's supposed to be used to take the oil filters off. Because it's not, we got a used truck that we bought, I think over the summertime. Dad's changing the oil in it, and this is the oh, I gotta kill this guy too. And this is the first time we've actually, changed the oil filter on it, so it's been that way since it's... why aren't you mining? Oh, I'm not close enough. So it's been that way since he... what's the word I'm looking for? Since we bought the truck. So this is the first time we're actually changing the oil filter. So we usually don't put our oil filters on super tight, like maybe a little bit harder than hand tight. That way we can use our wrenches to get it off, because it's tight enough to where it's not going to leak, but it's still loose enough to where you can get it off easily. Okay, well, apparently someone's helping me mine something I already mined. Good job, buddy. Let's see, my guy's getting a little bit hungry. Ooh, cool, yeah. Looks like we're starting to get a lot of this stuff done. I think that's the last thing we need, right? Let me check. Which field is this? I don't know. Hunting cabin. Oh, the hunting cabin's up and running. Cool. So we can get some people doing this stuff. Again, it's not really required. We have enough food to do all this. Definitely want someone on hunting because they can gather leather. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. Let's see, 48's late spring. And let's get rid of you. Also, my dad told me to keep my cell phone on me in case he has a problem with his truck while he's driving it, so... It's right next to me. If it goes off, well, you know where I'll be. So let's have you... Which field is this? Oh, it's this one over here. So we have 2 more. Oh, never mind. Nope, never mind. Never... I'm all confused. Let's get rid of these fields. I forget which one's which. Use what I want. So it looks like everyone's delivering wood. We have to get the stone out. And it needs to start being built. So cool. Why? Well, let's get this one going first, which now all it needs to do is be built. And then we'll start focusing on these. Because we need at least one of these up to get flex going. Okay. What can I do while we're waiting? I could also bring the tailor in and start getting that up and running. It's not really going to be used until closer to winter time. But it'd be nice to at least have it designed or something. So, and the heat pump's on, so yeah, you're gonna hear background noise. What am I looking for? Taylor. Where would Taylor be? Where's Taylor Swift? I gotta find Taylor Swift. Where is she? No! I think that would be this one? Taylor. None of you are Taylor. Why are none of you guys Taylor? Who would name a girl Port? That's just weird. There's a donkey farm. I don't know why you would name a lady that. It's just weird. Ooh. Yeah, we got tiers now. Cool. What's this? Oh, that's the new pavement stuff. Cool. There's that weirdo stuff. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, there's still the fish farm. See, that's all food. Oh, that does pause the game. Good to know. Just let it run. There's not much we're doing not much that we're doing right now. Blah 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 blah. Weavers. Oh yeah, we need a weavers, don't we? Yeah, we need a weaver shop. Blast furnace. That's new. Oh wait, that's probably what we need, isn't it? I forget what a weaver shop does. Oh yeah, that's the one that turns flax into cloth. Okay, I was just looking for Taylor's shop. So let's rotate you. Oh, that's my camera. I don't want to rotate my camera. I forget how to rotate this stuff. Oh, it's R. Duh. R for rotate. Okay, let's see. Do we want another one of these, like right here? Yeah. So let's put this one over here. Rotate you. Eventually we'll probably move that. Let's put you right here. Looks good to me. Let's see. The farm is almost built. I guess we'll go out and start helping out with the materials that we need. So you need a lot of wood. You need a lot of wood. You need a crap ton of wood. Huh. So, you also need iron, which we got a decent amount. You need clay, which we have a decent amount. Hay. Okay, we just need to harvest more wood. Where is a teenager? I need to grab a teenager. Oh, Bee Tree. I thought that said Beauty. It's like, who would name their child Beauty? Here's Haven. What's up, Haven? How you doing today, lady? You're gonna chop some wood while everyone's wearing Christmas hats. It's kind of interesting. It does look like they upgraded the characters model. Hey, you, mister. I gotta look at you. Oh yeah, they definitely upgraded the character model. They just walked right through them. They do look a little better. Oh, even the ladies look really good too. Nice. I like the new updated models. Okay. That guy's carrying a giant log. That's freaking awesome. No, I want to mine the tree. I wonder what the little teenagers look now. Shadow looks pretty cool. There goes a person walking right in my line of sight. But, yep, I'm gonna do what teenagers do, chop down this tree because I'm manly like that, and I will be right back once it falls. Alright, the tree has fallen, someone's running into me, and it's a foggy night again. Definitely seems like a typical spring day. Okay, or spring night, whatever. Let's take this wood, let's put it back in here. Oh, whoops, the wood goes in the warehouse, not the barn. There's the warehouse. Okay. And I guess I'll... Well, first let's check up on the farm, see how it's doing. Oh, the farm's ready. Sweet. So now we can get that going. Because what we want you to be flax. And okay. That's pretty much it. So we're going to get about 1,000 flax. That will be more than enough what we need to make our stuff. So now, I mean, we have until fall to really get this thing going, so I'm not really that big of a hurry. So let's put you up. Oh, whoops. No! Put you up to 1 for the builders. You down to 1. How many builders do we have? 3? Yeah, just have 1 work on everything. That'll work. Let's see, how's our leather doing? We're at 27, because we need leather and flax to make clothing. And as long as we don't get a whole bunch of creatures around here, I'll just kill them when they get near. And we're not really going to worry about gathering stuff. This is for fruits and vegetables. We still have tons of bread and tons of fish to live off of. I mean, we may do it just to get a small diversity of this stuff, but screw it. We'll do this one. I mean, we don't need it to survive, but it'll keep a diversity of food going in our village, which will help them from getting like malnutrition or having issues for eating the same type of food over and over. Okay, and I guess I'm gonna grab another teenager and continue harvesting wood. Let's see. You're all normal people. Here's a child. Oh, that's a child. We can't control childs. Haven. Actually, I just used you. I'm gonna have you get healed up. I'm gonna get Samantha, or that word. Yeah, if your new name is Samantha, lady. You're no longer whatever your parents named you, because I can't pronounce it. Because I'm horrible at pronouncing words. I'm actually better at pronouncing words than I am at spelling words. My spelling is just like the absolute worst. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm just gonna let like autocorrect just decide what I want it to decide what it should be. And that's always been one of my like big weaknesses in not really life, but in school. It's just spelling. It's just something I've always really been pretty bad in. Alright, that tree is chopped down. Let's go ahead and grab the resources. Where is my village? There it is. Let's come over here, throw it in the warehouse. Let's see, so far she's not really that hungry, so that's good. Whoops, I ran into the wall. Ooh, there's a little fox right there. Let's kill it. Get out of here. Let's grab your hide. I killed you. You spawn hide, and then I use it to... I was gonna say feed my families, but you can't eat hide. To clothe my family. Village. Family. Whatever. In order to survive in this crazy game. I do like these like candles that they put out here. For like a little bit of a light. It's pretty nice. I wonder if eventually we'll be able to discover electricity, or if this game's just gonna stay like a medieval way. Which, honestly, to me, that wouldn't be bad. I kind of like the whole medieval thing going on. Sorry, Mr. Fox, we don't want you around eating our crops and eating things. Plus, we need the hide in order to make clothing. So let's go ahead, run this back over here. Sun's starting to come up. Oh, god dang it, this goes in the barn, not the warehouse. And I'm too lazy to actually just do that. Or just to, you know, drop it on the edge. Oop, auto-saving. Cool. That was a nice autosave icon. I don't know if that's been there before. So it looks like they're still working over there. Let me just see how the whole village is doing. And it's early summer. So it's 64 degrees, so it's definitely going to be a cold summer. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I totally forgot to assign a farmer. Don't judge me. Okay, that'll work. We'll get these two farms going and get him going. So technically this could have been done, but at least flax is fast growing, so we should get it done before it freezes. So technically I reached my goal. I got up and running before summer. Or at summer. I just totally forgot to assign someone. Excuse me. Oh, hold it. Let's see. We need to continue chopping wood, I believe, for this one. Because you require a lot of wood. And honestly, we don't need that. There we go. Building the farms... Actually, either one's not really an important priority. Either one is not an important priority, but whatever, we'll leave it like that. Once these get built, then we'll start assigning them to other things. I need a teenager so I can continue chopping down wood, because that's what teenagers do. Yep, you're a teenager. Don't question me. We're gonna go and chop down wood. Eventually you two will as well, but I can only control one. Otherwise you'll all be chopping down wood. So let's go ahead and chop down this tree. Alright, that tree has fallen. Give me Z resources. So I can take Z resources and store them up so my builders can use them. I think this is one of my favorite aspects of this game. The fact that you can control someone and actually, you know, help out the village and, you know, help them grow. Even though you're controlling one of your dudes, but I like to think of it that this person's me. Alright. So, hang on. I will be right back, guys. I have something to do real quick. Alright, I apologize about that. Nature decided to call me in the middle of my recording, so I had to deal with that. And then I also grabbed some lunch because it's, well, it's 12 o'clock right now in my recording. So I got hungry. Because, yeah, that's what happens when you go to the restroom, you get hungry. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Oh yeah, we were, oh, it's 71 degrees out. Okay, so it's starting to get warm. That's good. Let's see, you guys are still good. You're gonna take a while to grow. Where is my... not you. There you are. There you are. I guess we will continue chopping wood because, even after we get all this stuff built, we're gonna need more wood for the next day, the next year, to continue expanding our village. My mind's kind of in a daze right now. I've been gone about 20-ish minutes, so I'm trying to get all my bearings back together. And I'm gonna eat my lunch a little bit while this thing's chopping. Alright, the tree has fallen, the wood is available for pickup. Let's pick that up, head back to the village, drop it off. There it is. And I was thinking, what would you guys do if we had a time machine and we can go back into medieval times to check to see how all this stuff actually worked? Now, I know a lot of that would be probably really bad because a lot of the medicine stuff that we didn't really know back in the medieval times. Like, literally everyone thought that if something happened to you, like if you got sick or something, it was an act of God punishing you for doing something bad. Like, that's what everyone thought because medicine really wasn't known that much back then. But it would be nice to see like how the villages worked, how the peasants' life lived, how the king's knight lived. Just to see all that in action. Even I'd probably be scarred for life because the medieval times was more of a dark times than a good time for humanity. It still would be pretty nice to see it. Just to, because the medieval times has always been something I've always personally been interested in. And just to see it out in person would be pretty cool. Alright, let's pick up more wood if we can get close enough. Plus I also think, what would be pretty cool as well is, I think that's why I like, my mind is like all over the place right now. I can't get my train to leave the station. But I think what would be, I think that's one reason why I like a lot of those sim games where you start out in the ancient era and then you move all the way up, like Civilization and what's that new one that's very popular right now? Universe Sim? It's because stuff like that fascinates me. It's like watching progress and getting everything up and running and just watching humanity just do their thing and try to survive based on the technology that they currently have. That's why if our electrical grid ever goes down or we get nuked from North Korea, I'm not really worried about it because, I mean, a lot of the survival stuff I watch and play, even though it's all... what's the words I'm looking for? Even though it's all simulated, you could still use those in the real world to help yourself survive. Because thanks to the Sims and like a lot of the survival games, the main things I know how to survive is, I think there's like 6 things you need in order to sustain yourself in a survival situation. Food, water, obviously. Some form of shelter to keep you safe from the elements and wildlife. Warmth for winter time to keep yourself from freezing to death. Communication so you don't go insane and start talking to random objects. Because we are social creatures, so we do need some way to talk to things, interact with things. Let's see, that's 4. I said there were 6 of them, right? I'm trying to do too many things at once in my head right now. So let's see, food, water, shelter. Oh yeah, I said shelter. Warmth, communication. What was number 6? Oh, entertainment. Because as humans, we do... Actually, as any intelligent creature eventually gets bored of something, and when we get too bored, we cause a ruckus. Like, we start committing crime and start, doing things to, what would you say, to ease our boredom, I guess. And the easiest way to do that, well, not easiest way, dang, my mindset is completely off right now. I think it's because I'm focusing on the game and talking to you guys at the same time, which honestly is pretty difficult to do. It's difficult to have a conversation going and focusing on the game at the same time. But as smart creatures, we get bored easily. So as long as you can find a way to entertain that boredom, like make up games to keep people entertained, find ways to like build, like if you're an engineer, help build things around the base, so it helps you, you know, keep your mind from being too bored, then you're good. Because if you're, because basically, I don't want to say your IQ, but basically the lower your intelligence is, maybe that's the wrong phrasing. But have you ever noticed that geniuses, you know, people that are like the smartest people on the entire Earth and can probably solve like the major problems like global warming and food crises without any issues, are always the most bored? I've noticed that as I went through high school, like the people that had a whole bunch of potential are the ones that are the most bored because they've already figured everything out and they don't know what to do because, you know, they're like, I figured out life. What do I do now? So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, the smarter you are, the more bored you get, or the easier it is for you to get bored. So basically, if humans can figure out a way to keep themselves from being so bored all the time, then that would help you out in a survival situation. That's pretty much all I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to like offend anyone that's like, oh, I'm dumb, and you're saying that I don't get bored because I'm so dumb. No, I wasn't saying anything like that. All I meant to say was I've noticed a trend that typically the easier for people to figure things out, the easier it is for them to get bored. I guess that's an easier way to say it. Okay, so I chopped 3 trees during that entire discussion, which was pretty cool. I enjoyed that discussion. Let's see what's going on in the village now. Let's see, this farm is almost up and running. We got all the materials, now we're just waiting for people to actually build things. People are still mining over here, so that's still being cleared out. How are you doing? You have all of your wood. You still need stone. Please tell me. Oh, cool, we actually have enough stone. I need to go mine some. We got enough iron. So yeah, you're looking pretty good as well. What are we? 75 out, middle of summer. How's our crops doing? Oop, yep, I'm starting to be able to see them. So that's good. Are you still seeding? I think he's still seeding. Huh, okay. Well, we'll let him do that. I mean, we don't need a full harvest. We need maybe 400 to 500. That would be plenty. And just try to get these done by the end of summer, and then start building the... Oh wait, this is the weaver's hut. Never mind. So as long as we can get this done before fall starts, we'll be fine. Because right now we're out of clothing. We've used all of our clothing, so our people are running around naked now. Yeah, it's a village, so I guess as long as your peers are happy with it, I'm happy with it. So I guess next thing, I guess I'm just gonna go out and keep harvesting wood. Where is my village that helps out with that? You. What's up, lady that I can't pronounce, that named Samantha because of that reason? Let's go out and harvest more wood. Oh, what am I running into? Oh, whatever. This one here looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and mine that out. Yay, that was a quickie! Hooray! Let's grab the resources. Yeah, basically about that discussion earlier, only reason I was really... I was thinking about that while I was on the toilet. I don't know why. I always have like weird like thoughts and discussions that go through my head when I'm either on the toilet or taking a shower. I don't know why, I've always been that way. So I guess that means my next episode I should do it after I take a shower. That way we have a discussion to talk about. Alright, there goes that tree. Let's go ahead and grab the resources. Take that in. I think summer should be coming to a close soon. We've definitely had a cool summer. Like 71 I think is the warmest we've gotten. Which is good, that means our crops are going to grow quickly. As long as we don't get a cool fall. He's still seeding. That's so funny. These guys up here are like already halfway grown, and he's only halfway done seeding. I mean, 3 people can work in here. I only have 1 set because of the fact I don't really have enough people to work everything yet. So let's go ahead and check the village, see how we're doing. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Actually, you're almost ready to start building now. That's awesome. We may have one more day of summer. Actually, the temperature is starting to drop, so I think summer's coming to an end. We got lucky and had a nice cool summer, so this stuff will grow pretty quickly. Yeah, we already have 19 ready. The sad thing is, we're still not done planting. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna chop down one more tree, and then we'll come back to the main village and check everything out. Because we're coming near to the end of this episode. And I always like to do a final overview before I end this episode. So I guess it doesn't matter. Just chop the one that's right in front of your face. Do it, lady! Chop it! Chop it good! Alrighty, that tree is done. So let's go ahead and grab the wood, move my plate out of the way so my arm doesn't get all dirty. There we are. Right off, drop this wood off, and then we'll see how the base is doing. Or not base. I'm not playing Command & Conquer. See how the village is doing. Alrighty. And let's pause the game. Okay, let me rotate this around. So we have six adults, 3 children, or 3 teenagers and 1 children. So that has not changed. I think we have room for 12. Yeah, we have room for 12. Is anybody expecting? Nope, nobody's expecting. Okay. That's fine. When next year comes, we'll start working on expansion. But our flex is growing, which is awesome. We have 39 available. We're actually still planting them while they're growing, which again to me is just freaking hilarious. It's 68 degrees, temperature's dropping, which tells me that summer's coming near an end. So it's going to start getting cold soon. Hopefully we have a warm fall so we can prepare for the winter a little bit better. But we do still have over 300 firewood, 600 fish, 800 bread. We still have tons of food and wood, so I'm not too worried about, you know, freezing to death or starving to death in the wintertime. Ooh, this thing is starting to make progress. Yay, they're actually building it. Cool, so that means next episode we'll be able to get the tailor up and running, which will keep our guys warmer so they won't burn as much wood. And then after that, the plan is pretty much to continue harvesting trees, continue clearing out this area with my laborers, and when I'm actually using the teenager, and survive winter. Once the spring comes by, we will start our expansion and start building more buildings and getting our pretty much everything established. But until next time, guys, this is Captain Soban signing out.